Retirement locations included, understanding the criteria is essential when classifying something as the best, along with taking into account individual requirements and preferences. For some people, the best is always the most extravagant and indulgent, regardless of cost. Others define the best as value, or what you get for your money. The best geographic location, weather, scenery, amenities, and activities are other important considerations. Many foreign islands welcome retirees and provide incentives for them as long as they can demonstrate a minimal level of income or savings. Taxes from both the municipal and federal governments must be taken into account, and Americans must be aware of IRS regulations. The U.S. Department of State provides access to visa requirements and specialized information for other countries, as well as a checklist on retiring abroad. Another helpful resource is the STEP, Smart Traveler Enrollment Program, which is also available on the U.S. State Department's travel advisory page. Retirees living abroad must make plans for health insurance, prescription drugs, and access to medical treatment because Medicare does not apply there. It is advisable to spend a significant amount of time on any of the islands to obtain a sense of the cost of accommodation and everyday living, social life, medical care standards, language, infrastructure, transportation, and safety. For other people, simple inconveniences like intermittent Wi-Fi, electrical disruptions, traffic, and the absence of familiar products are major problems. We have gathered some suggestions for the daring or retirees looking for a change of scenery, a different way of life, or a less expensive area to call home. Of course, more research is advised before you start packing and organizing your parting celebrations, but these islands can inspire you to consider your new residence. In today's video, from the Caribbean to the Mediterranean here are 12 best islands for retirement. So make sure to watch the video till the end. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Number 12. Malta. Malta's climate is bright and warm, with temperatures rarely falling below the 50s. It is located south of Sicily. Many locals also speak Italian in addition to Maltese, and English is the second official language of Malta. There is a sizable expatriate community that includes both Americans and Europeans, particularly those from the UK, and living costs are somewhat lower than in the US for inhabitants of Malta and the European Union. Healthcare is provided through a public system. However, retirees can access high-quality private healthcare with affordable coverage. Malta is home to museums, historic monuments, and cultural events. It also has easy access to golf, water sports, and other outdoor activities. Number 11. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, which is only approximately a 2-hour flight from Miami and 4 from New York, has several benefits as a retirement location. Healthcare is widely accessible, especially in or close to big cities, and Medicare is accepted, but many expats opt for private healthcare. Puerto Rico does not require a visa for property ownership because it is a U.S. territory. The Individual Investors Act, which exempts residents of Puerto Rico from paying island or federal income tax on dividends, interest, and capital gains, is another benefit for many retirees. Residents are also exempt from federal income tax if they live on the island for a minimum of 183 days every year. On the island, living expenses are cheaper generally, and most places have far lower rental costs. With resorts, restaurants, and entertainment catering to both tourists and locals, outdoor activities, nightlife, and shopping are easily accessible. Although hurricanes and the rainy season are a feature of life in the tropics, the weather is warm. After recent severe hurricanes, the island is currently recovering. Number 10. Isla Mujeres, Mexico. This tiny island is located in the Caribbean Sea, 8 miles from Cancun, and is accessible via ferry. The island, which was once a fishing community, is now well liked by visitors, particularly at the time when snowbirds go there from Arctic regions. The rainy season and potential tropical storms arrive in the late summer and early fall, but the climate is pleasant all year long. Although English is also extensively used, Spanish is the main language. The pace of life is relaxed, and costs of living are often lower than in the U.S. Mexican pesos being the official currency, the exchange rate is favorable, and many locations accept U.S. money. For up to 4 years, temporary resident visas are valid with confirmation of a minimum net monthly income of roughly $1,400. Following that, a permanent resident visa may be obtained, once more with documentation of earnings or savings. There are many different pricing points for rentals, and property ownership is allowed. On the island, there are pharmacies, medical professionals, and a hospital. Private medical insurance is required. More extensive medical care choices are available in the nearby Cancun. Number 9. San Juan Islands, Washington. Some retirees favor chilly weather, snow in the winter, tiny towns, and outdoor life over a tropical island. These Puget Sound Islands, which are off the coast of Washington, experience cooler summers and receive only about half as much rain as Seattle. The summer months are busier because more visitors and seasonal residents arrive. It's common to go boating, kayaking, fishing, and hiking. While there is peace and quiet on the islands, it may be advantageous to take a ferry to the mainland for supplies, entertainment, or medical attention. Homes here typically cost around $600,000, and there are heating costs to take into account, so it's not necessarily a place to move for retirees looking to save money. The fact that the state does not tax income from retirement accounts, pensions, or Social Security is a benefit. One of the San Juan Islands can be a suitable option if you want to live a relaxed lifestyle in a healthy, beautiful, unpopulated area. Number 8. Barbados. Barbados, a former British colony that gained independence in 1966, continues to be a member of the Commonwealth. Although the island's official currency is the Barbadian dollar, English is widely spoken, and many locations accept U.S. dollars. Barbados is a well-liked retirement destination. Despite not being among the most affordable, Barbados living costs are about 20% higher than in the U.S. Thanks to its lovely beaches, welcoming people, fascinating history, stable government and economy, excellent healthcare, and a variety of rentals and homes to buy. The island is in the eastern Atlantic and has tropical weather, far from most storm trajectories. Foreigners are allowed to buy real estate, and retirees over 60 can seek for immigration status with acceptable income documentation. Retirees may also seek for permanent residence after 5 years. In the larger cities, expat communities exist, and many British retirees are among them. Residents who spend more than 182 days a year on Barbados are required to pay income tax, with seniors over 60 receiving a sizable exemption. Number 7. Mallorca, Spain. The largest Balearic island, Mallorca, is situated in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Spain. Spanish is also used here, but Catalan is the official tongue. Beaches, warm temperatures, picturesque mountain views, and delectable cuisine draw both tourists and retirees. There are a ton of outdoor activities available all year long, in addition to cultural events, shopping, and museums. The cost of living is lower than in other American cities, and excellent healthcare is accessible. There are long-term visas that allow their holders to live, work, study, or carry out research in Spain. Spain allows foreigners to buy real estate, and there are also rental options available. Number 6. Big Island of Hawaii, Hawaii. The largest of the Hawaiian Islands has a wide range of topography, including beaches and mountains, as well as temperate and arid climates. You may also visit white sand beaches, lava rocks, waterfalls, and volcanoes. The University of Hawaii at Hilo is located in Hilo, which is on the windward and rainier half of the island. Here, real estate costs start cheaper than they do on the opposite side. Residents enjoy a tranquil existence, as tourists favor the island's less wet regions. There has a downtown area, shopping, a theater, gardens, museums, and a farmer's market for local fish and fresh produce. In contrast, travelers love visiting Kailua Kona on the dry west coast. The beaches are warm and sunny, and real estate costs are greater. Golf, water activities, and opulent resorts with dining options, spas, and entertainment are also available. Property and sales taxes are modest in Hawaii. State income taxes are not applied to Social Security or the majority of pensions, and homeowners over 60 are entitled to a homestead exemption, which further lowers their property tax burden. Number 5. Penang, Malaysia. Numerous expatriates reside on this tiny island off the west coast of the Malaysian peninsula, where they take advantage of the affordable rents for luxurious, modern residences, as well as the year-round warm weather, beaches, shopping, dining, and entertainment. In Malaysia, there is a lot to discover, such as rivers, mountains, and rainforests. A quick trip will take you to Kuala Lumpur, a contemporary, affluent metropolis, for a change of scenery. The Malaysia My Second Home program, MM2H, a renewable 10-year multiple-entry social visit pass or visa, is available to foreign retirees. Along with a fixed deposit in a Malaysian bank, proof of a minimum level of income and assets is necessary. Income from investments and pensions is not taxed in Malaysia. The majority of Malaysians speak English because it was originally a British colony. Number 4. U.S. Virgin Islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands are made up of 3 main islands: St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. John. Traveling there is simple and doesn't require a passport, a visa, or any other paperwork. The islands, which are surrounded by the Caribbean and include white sand beaches, rainforests, and coral reefs, combine contemporary conveniences with Caribbean culture. The most populated island is St. Thomas, which has hotels, stores, and a vibrant nightlife. Although they are typically more sedate, the other islands also provide entertainment and shopping. The currency is the US dollar, English is commonly spoken, and Medicare is accepted. Although the islands have a lot to offer, the low cost is not the main draw. The yearly hurricane season comes with a tropical environment, and the islands have recently been hit by several of them. Although the infrastructure, including the medical facilities, was devastated, recovery is now well underway. Number 3. Dominican Republic. One of the least expensive Caribbean islands for seniors is this one, which is encircled by both the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean. The Dominican Republic is a 2-hour trip from Miami, and its airports, roads, and highways have all been modernized. It is a wonderful place to live due to the tropical climate, beaches, water sports, and outdoor activities. Retirees are permitted to remain in the nation and take advantage of different tax benefits with proof of a minimum monthly income of roughly $1,500. Private insurance is recommended because Medicare and Medicaid do not cover retirees who reside outside of the United States. This allows them to use private hospitals, which offer generally higher quality care than public hospitals. Numerous foreigners also reside in the well-known tourist destinations, but Santo Domingo and Santiago are home to the majority of expats. Checking the most recent data is advised because certain places are not regarded as safe based on crime statistics. Number 2. Anguilla. Anguilla, located in the Eastern Caribbean and roughly 165 miles east of Puerto Rico, is the northernmost of the Leeward Islands. There is much for retirees to do, including sandy beaches, water activities, golf, beautiful natural surroundings, and opulent resorts with nightlife. Anguilla draws visitors who wish to benefit from the available tax advantages, so it's not always a retirement option for frugal people. Anguilla has no income taxes, VAT taxes, capital gains taxes, or inheritance taxes. Due of Anguilla's distant location, most locals use the ferry to St. Martin to buy goods. Since there is only one hospital on the island, it is advisable to have private insurance that covers travel to the United States or a nearby major city. With a special license, foreigners are allowed to buy property in Anguilla, and rentals are available. Along with Creole, English is also spoken. Number 1. Turks and Caicos. The largest island in Turks and Caicos, Providenciales, is home to world-class coral reefs, white sand beaches, sport fishing, and world-class snorkeling and diving. With temperatures in the 80s all year round, the weather is comparatively dry. Golf, tennis, and performances are additional entertainment alternatives offered by resorts. Although there are no taxes on income, capital gains, or inheritance, living expenses are considerable. Visitors can get temporary residency permits, and in order to qualify for permanent residency, one must buy real estate that will be used as a residence. The cost of real estate varies from island to island, and foreigners are free to acquire property. Modern medical facilities are available, although private insurance that covers transportation is advised. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing, so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time. Until then, happy retirement.